GSCPL Week 4. 2 games here. Mr. 378 Ainsgrad and then Vileman versus Seatob. You're going to have to wait until the end, towards the end, to watch that one. So, 378 leads with a Zapdos, and Ainsgrad leads with a Nidoking. Nidoking could Lovely Kiss the potentially Zap. Usually don't like doing that. You want to land your Lovely Kiss onto non-sleep targets. Could stay in and take the HP Ice and Thief the Zapdos if they this team really wants to have a Thief Zapdos. Or could just go to Snorlax on the presumed HP Ice. There it is. Lax probably just curses or double edges here. Chloe comes in. Chloe is just going to spike up on this Lax. Could Toxic it to get it off early. If this is a curse Lax, it's going to stay in. No, finds the other Chloe. 378 very likely will Toxic this Cloyster. Ainsgrad could lead with Spikes or Toxic. If he leads with Spikes, we can say he probably doesn't have a Golem. And he does, so it's looking like Nidogartar or Nidotar Champ. There is a Gar, but from 378, blanking Toxic. 378 gains the momentum swing. And there's the Tar I was saying. There was. Dodges Hypnosis. That's rather large. Now, does it go for EQ? Does it go for Pursuit? No Pursuit on Switch. Just goes for a Rock Slide. So probably doesn't have EQ. Golem heals up. Could just spin here. And Tar has Crunch. So it's a little interesting why they didn't Crunch at the Gengar. But they get a hefty amount done on Golem. Of course, Surf would have just rocked this thing's world. But the Specs drop is rather large. This Golem is probably, like, assuredly going to get out of here. Doesn't want to take that. Chloe comes in. Does not eat Crunch well. But threatens it out because Surf is hard hitting. Opposing Chloe comes in. Takes it well enough. Gar back in on the Cloyster. Spikes reestablished. 378's Toxic on the opposing Cloyster was chipping it down, but it's not too relevant when the Gar Thunderbolt comes in, sacks the Chloe to give the Tar a cleaner shot at pursuing the Gengar, but pursuits on Hypnomis. This is a very dicey matchup for Ainsgrad to win. They have to get lucky to win this. Now it's more Crunch Pursuit, 50-50s. I think you just Crunch here. Like, you Crunch. Yeah, you got hit with a Hypnosis. Hopefully, this Tar is not your mental damage coming in. This Tar is not your only recourse against losing on the spot on Mono Lags, but does not take an EQ here. Gets spun against. Or I mean, just like a Flame Lax or whatever. Just having a now, well, they managed to burn 3 turns of sleep, which is pretty big. This Tar can now reasonably wake up. It just could have been problematic if they were not able to burn those turns, and then the opposing Curse Lax, which it is, was able to more successfully bowl over them. Para here means Nidoking cannot sleep the Lax, which is potentially relevant. Tar comes in. Yeah, this is dicey if the Lax has EQ, which it does. It goes first because Tar clicked Roar, but it wakes up! This thing could have slept for another 2 turns, so that's why it was so dicey. Misses Hypnosis, lands the Crunch. Gar is probably just going to Hypno again here. It's in range of Pursuit. Holy cow, 378 did not get lucky with their Hypnos. They were able to click 5 and hit 1 of them. Chloe comes in. Surf likely coming out. Yeah, you're letting Nidoking absorb that? Okay. Thunder here would kill the Chloe. But, like, here's the thing is, if you're just gonna go to a Mon that's gonna Thunder into Chloe, go to Zapdos because it hits Lax harder. You're conceding your Nidoking to death here. Because it can't even sleep the Lax. So I feel like a more could have gotten out of that Nidoking. I guess, yeah, or even you just go to Tar after, like, you go Nidoking, then Tar on the Lax if you're gonna sack something. To get your Machamp in. But there's a Starmie on the opposing team. Could very well be a Nightmare Starmie, which would be potentially very problematic. Starmie, just not what you want to see when you're running with Champ. Not a pleasurable thing, but it's unlikely that it's a Psychic me. Yeah, just gonna recover. Champ goes for the 32% Quake. The music is not having a happy day. Surf on the Zapdos, but Champ has managed to get out of there at 100% HP. Starmie is definitely, yeah, forced to sub or get scared out by Thunder. And they had plenty of health to subfish for. Thunder misses. They just get the Thunder miss a little earlier than often could be expected. Surf on the Zapdos. Once Zapdos is forced to rest, it will likely go for a Nightmare on it, because that is the most likely set. Subs again. Thunder hits again. Music is being painful. Just play. Play. I believe in you, music. You have the power to do great things. Alright, Thunder into Golem? Yes. Golem could go boom 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 boom, but it's unlikely because that feels a little hasty. Yeah, it was hasty. Goes to Tar on a potential boom 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 boom. Takes Zapdos' Thunder not particularly well, but it slides the Zapdos into less than half its health. That's helpful for a Champ. Champs are really, well, with Starmie that low and no Psychic, Machamp could pull it out here. We need some it needs to be Curse Champ. Double Edges into the Golem. Roar out into Zapdos. Okay, Golem could boom there and just take a kill. Just claim one. But Zapdos in on a Thunder, predicting maybe a HP Ice? I don't know. Well, it gets sacked now. The Thunder was a nice play into the Golem to prevent Mr. 378 from doing anything funny, maybe going lax on HP. Champ comes in on the lax rest. Could start doing things here. Is it Curse Champ? It should be on this type of team. Cross Chop miss. Predicting potential stay-in or any of the other options that Mr. 378 had. And now they're going to find it very hard to bust through this me. Alright. Curse up. Oh, browser lag. I feel like this is like a BKC DPP Ubers video at this point with how bad this is. Frame rate wise. Roars out the lax. Zap comes in. Does he Thunder or double? HP Ice into the lax. That's fairly brutal. It's likely that 378 has this game. Lax in. Machamp in. It's not going to be a Sleep Talk lax. Alright. Cross-chopping into the me. I don't think I'm gonna record Vileman and Seatom in this without until I get my music sorted out. Lax in on me, takes a surf. As soon as this Lax gets forced to rest, it gets dicey. Curses on the Golem, but I believe you're still in boom range. And that it is. This is probably game, because Cloy Boom comes out, kills one of the other ones, and either Starmie 1v1s the Champ, or Lax 1v1s the Zap. Machamp is Curse, but he's going to be doing what, 48? So you do kind of win the 1v1 if you can get a crit. It just turns into a cover fishing, but yeah, me does live one more. EQ. Oh, okay, you can high roll, but now it's just EQ spam. But Mr. 378 makes a brilliant move, gets the Cloy in a position where Boom takes a kill, double to Zapdos. Knowing that they have to do that, it's less likely for Zapdos to Thunder Crit relax than Machamp to beat the Starmie. Starmie is forced to recover here, so Machamp can curse. And I think you need to win, unless you're fishing for an EQ crit right now. But yet, no, goes for the curse. I believe you're barely into a KO range. Not barely, you're solidly into a KO range. So maybe fishing for the first crit was the play. Or fishing for a 378 misplay, but you'd lose now. And 378 beats Ainscrad. The real beatdown was my music browser. Thanks for watching.